Welcome to the Behind the Bench Sports Network. This is the Kobe Bryant Film Room, where you can find your top 5 YouTubers, y'all. Kobe Bryant Film Room, Kobe Bryant Film Room, Kobe Bryant Film Room, Kobe Bryant Film Room, and Kobe Bryant Film Room. Dylon. Nah, I'm just playing. But shout out to the bench crew, man. Kelvin, JB, Rashad, Big Dog Talk Sports, man, as we continue to try and give you premium content that you can only find here at the Behind the Bench Sports Network. Share this video, like and subscribe, and enjoy the video, y'all.
Yeah, guys, so this is the second episode of the lie detector test, right? Where we caught Nick Wright capping in the first episode. And in the second episode, we decided to bring him back. Why? Because he can't help himself, right? These media pundits think they can get away with anything, right? Not under our watch. Right, so we got to hold people accountable for what they say and do, right? That's life, right? So in this clip that I'm going to show you guys is Nick Wright around 2016 saying that Michael Jordan was the greatest player of all time, right? So we're going to go to this clip, and then we're going to come back, and I'm going to give you my take on it. All right, let's get it.
Run in the history of the sport, and we just focus on early in the career. So can we do that with Michael for a moment? Can we talk about Michael Jordan at the moment is the greatest basketball player ever. These are still facts. 3 straight first-round exits for Michael Jordan early in his career. You know how many first-round exits LeBron has? Same as you and me.
Yep.
None, and we ain't playing in the league. How many times did did Jordan beat Bird Celtics? 1, 2, 0. How did Jordan get past the bad boy Pistons? They got old. The year he finally beat them, they were a 48-win mediocre team. Jordan's first title. Oh, it was the Showtime Lakers. No, it wasn't. Kareem wasn't there. That team was led in points by James Worthy. That was an okay finals team, not a great finals team. So if we are going to when we're talking about LeBron's career arc, focus on early in his career when he was not on the path to being the greatest player ever. Well, guess what? Early in Michael's career, he wasn't on the path to being the greatest player ever either. Like, those are just, everything I just said.
So I want to say this, right? First of all, Nick Wright admitted that Michael Jordan was the greatest player of all time in his opinion, right? Which goes against his next statements that I'm going to pull up. But I want to just address something real quick about the lies that Nick Wright told, right? Or the omission, right? So he brings up Michael Jordan's shortcomings earlier on in his career. No doubt Michael Jordan didn't have much playoff success. He didn't do much winning earlier on in his career, right? But if we contrast that to LeBron James didn't either. But he brings up the Larry Bird Celtics, right? The Larry Bird Boston Celtics, which has multiple Hall of Famers on it, right? But when it comes to LeBron, he goes to 2011 and acts like LeBron didn't lose against the Magic. He acts like LeBron didn't get swept against the Spurs. He acts like LeBron didn't lose against the Garnett Celtics, the Paul Pierce Celtics with Ray Allen. He acts like he didn't lose up into that point, and that's further from the truth. He didn't. LeBron didn't make the playoffs his first 2 years in the league. He didn't make no defensive teams till later on. These are the truths, and he wasn't considered the best player until 2012, right? So these are the things that Nick Wright omits, but that still isn't the point of my video. Check out this next clip so you guys can understand the point of my video and why Nick Wright will fail the lie detector test, right? Let's get it.
The guy most people have at number 1, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, MJ, the GOAT. Oh, this is going to be fun. Nick Jordan at 3. Please explain yourself.
Okay, listen.
Please.
And here's where I think that I'm going to get a little agreement from Brew and maybe full agreement from Kevin Wildes. Because nobody is shocked that I have Jordan behind LeBron. So I want to focus on the Kareem part of this. And where I think I'm going to get agreement from Brew is this. You can make a legitimate argument for 3 guys as the GOAT. LeBron, MJ, and Kareem. And if you're going to do that, one of them has to come in third. So a guy who could be the best ever is going to be, on some people's list, the 3rd best ever. For me, that person is Michael Jordan. And here's where I think I'm going to sway Wildes. But, Brew, I know you're going to go next, but Wildes is living an open mind. Because I think I'm going to tell Wildes some things he might not know. So why do I have Kareem ahead of Michael Jordan? Quite simply, he did so much more in the league. I've heard Kevin Wildes and others say, well, yeah, LeBron's 10 trips to the finals. If he had 6 rings with those 10 trips, then that would be more impressive than Jordan's 6 rings and 6 trips. Well, that's Kareem. 10 trips to the finals with 6 rings, and by the way, also 6 MVPs. What about scoring, which is what Jordan did best? Well, Kareem had the most unstoppable shot in NBA history. He also set the record for most points in a career before I was born and holds it to this day. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 15 seasons, finished top 5 in MVP voting. Michael Jordan did not play 15 complete seasons. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was first or second team All-NBA, 15 seasons. Michael Jordan did not play 15 complete seasons. What about as an old guy? Because I've heard you guys explain to me, Jordan came back at 38 years old and led the Wizards to 37 wins. Kareem at 38 years old won finals MVP. Michael Jordan at 40 years old averaged 20 points per game for another 37-win Wizards team. Kareem at 40 years old averaged 22 points per game in the finals. And at 41, in a game 6, had the final play of the game drawn for him, hit 2 free throws, forced a game 7, won another championship. So that's as an old guy. What about as a young guy, Brew? Both were drafted to 27-win teams. Michael took his 27-win teams to 38 wins. Kareem took his 27-win team to 56 wins. Wow, that seems impressive. Oscar wasn't there yet. Year 2, by the way, Kareem won Finals MVP, League MVP, greatest season arguably ever, 66 wins. Michael was swept in round 1 and his team won 30 games. What about, wait, that's youth. What about pre-youth? And again, it's college and high school doesn't count here, but when it's this close, we're going to throw it in. In college, Michael Jordan was a...
Okay. Enough of the ass kissing. We're going to stop it right there, right? I can't take it anymore, right? So, Nick Wright throws all his reasons why Kareem is better than Michael Jordan. But before, in 2016, he didn't have Kareem over Jordan. So how did Kareem get in front of Jordan? Listen, if any of you fans have Kareem over Michael Jordan, that's absolutely fine, right? That's your opinion. I won't debate that. Me personally, I would disagree, but hey, Kareem's worthy, right? Kareem's worthy of that. But the problem is that Nick Wright is a liar and he has a clutch sports agenda. He spent all that time praising LeBron downing Michael and praising Kareem. Now, there's a reason why he chose to switch up in the recent years, right? Kareem didn't add to his legacy after 2016, right? Kareem has never added to his legacy. So how in the hell did he pass Michael when you had Michael before as the GOAT and LeBron passed Michael? Right? See, it's the inconsistency, right, that we have to get on Nick's ass, because Nick is an ass. And Nick is a lying POS, right? And here at Behind the Bench Sports Network, we have to call him out, right? So Nick Wright goes on and on about Kareem's achievements. By the way, LeBron didn't achieve the things that he was knocking Jordan for not achieving with Kareem. But you see, it doesn't work the other way around, right? LeBron is allowed to just skirt through all that while he punishes Jordan for the same criteria, right? And even though you guys out there may be LeBron James fans, you might think he's the greatest player of all time, you even have to admit that Nick is a goddamn lie. So the next question is, why is Nick lying, right? And I'm going to tell you why Nick's lying. It's part of the agenda, right? So that's the time LeBron passed the scoring record, right? And so in order to justify LeBron as the greatest player of all time, he had to be consistent. He knew in order to brainwash his fans, he had to be consistent, right? Because his argument for LeBron being the best player ever was longevity, right? So what did he have to do? He had to overvalue longevity, right? That's the reason why. He didn't use Kareem. He don't think Kareem's better than Jordan. What he's trying to do is this is the same shit they do with Duncan. Try and throw guys in guys' way between LeBron and them, right? So in order to throw somebody in between Kobe, they use Duncan. In order to throw somebody in between LeBron and Jordan, they use Kareem, right? That's the reason why. Because he didn't feel this way in 2016. I have the video evidence. I have the proof. Nick Wright is a goddamn lie, a coward, a punk, and a bitch, right? So, in my opinion, right? This is all my opinion, right? And he must be called out and held accountable, right? And so as again, Nick Wright fails the lie detector test.